Hello, A Raw Canvas. I am back with another quick video. It's going to be about other art supplies that I got. I just did a video about the, y'all can see it, ceramics clay that I bought, and I'll talk to you guys about that in the future. But this video is about what I bought there. I'm gonna do another video, I guess, on my trip to Hobby Lobby, and it's just gonna be me walking around and showing you guys the store. I was gonna merge the two videos, but I just can't be bothered, so I'm not gonna bother. So I decided to pick some stuff up while I was there at the store and going forward. And yeah, so what I initially went to Joann's for was stamp. And when I got there, it was literally 10 minutes before they were closing. But when I got there, they didn't have the kind of stamps that I was interested in and I was looking for. And so I decided to go to Hobby Lobby instead. Just because I guess they would have had everything, and I knew that they had one stamp set that I was interested in. So I got this one. I wanted capital letters. I wanted this kind of type. I didn't want a really narrow one. I didn't want one in cursive. This was the one that I had in my mind for the artwork that I wanted to make. So I decided to purchase it. I wanted the lowercase as well, but I guess I'll have to wait for when it comes in, or look up where it's from. So this is what it says. Stamp Abilities, I guess, is the brand. Wood stamps, and then it's 30 pieces. It's the alphabet plus 4 kind of things, exclamation point, what is this, question mark, ampersand, hashtag. So this is what I initially went there for. Again, it's $8, so it's pretty affordable, and I wanted this to stamp on my mixed media projects. So got this, and then I had to get some inks. So I decided to get archival ink because I'll be working on mixed media paper. I was going to get the cheaper kids ink, but I wanted archival quality because I'm going to be producing artwork, and it makes more sense to get the archival because usually the paper you get is acid free because it's supposed to be archival. They don't want it yellowing with age, so I decided to get that too. So I got this Ranger brand of archival ink in jet black and red geranium. The theory is that I want to actually stamp the title on the artwork in red and then surround it with black. And I'll show you guys as I finish that in the next month or so. So I decided to get archival ink, and this is the brand Ranger. It was $7 at Hobby Lobby, so I got 2 of them, jet black and red. They didn't really have that big of a range there for this brand. They had black, gray, red, and then I think another color versus the other brands. They had a host of them, but I knew that I wanted archival quality because I'm creating artwork, and if you're creating artwork, you want it to last. So there's that. I picked up some more canvas panels just to experiment with another size. I don't know if I have this size in particular. I know I just basically finished 7x9s. I have 2x2s, and I double checked. It's 3x3. I think it means 3x3, or maybe 4x4. One of those sizes is rectangular. So this is another rectangular 4x6. So it's 5 panels in here. This is the back. Well, this is the front of one, and then the back I think looks like the other ones where you can write down the information. So that price was hard to beat, so I decided to get these. And lastly, I went to Home Sense, which is kind of a place where you would get furniture and towels and just decor things. Oh, there's one more thing I need to tell you. Decor things, and I decided to pick this up because it was on sale, and I've been seeing it there for a while, and decided to go ahead and purchase it because I now have basically the components I need. So I got this fabric paint, and I'm going to paint on fabric. some of my artwork. I'm experimenting with how to get my artwork out there, the different forms and stuff like that. Like, do I want to paint like acrylic? I don't want to do like realistic kind of like realism type things. So I kind of want to experiment a little bit more with how I present these like flowers and stuff like that. Like, do I want to make collage and then like Posca mark, Posca marker the flower on there, stuff like that, put those things together. I want to make sure that the style that I'm developing works for the vision that I have. So, one of the visions that I have and I've had for a long time is actually making a fashion collection. I have so many ideas, but making a fashion collection, that would be a huge undertaking. I'm interested in maybe like painting clothes and like reselling them or something like that, like jeans, going to the thrift store, cleaning some jeans, painting them with my designs, and then selling them. That's something that's like on my mind. I just have a lot of creative energy and I have a lot of ideas, and I want an outlet for like everything. I don't want to keep a lot of stuff in my mind. I want to actually have it out in the world. And the other side of this, we should have a very good discussion one day about procrastination via stockpiling materials as opposed to like using the materials, right? That's a video that maybe I should do like later on. But I decided to get this. It was on sale, and it was basically every color I would want to use. It's Montmartre. That's the brand. You can find it at Michael's because I think that's kind of where it came from. And the price there probably is like, yeah. So probably like $20-ish. It was reduced to $14.99, then further reduced to $12. And so I'd seen it like maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. I came back one week, looked around. I was like, no, not yet. Came back the next week, looked around, maybe not yet. And then I finally just decided to do it because I got a fabric and I have some bandanas and I have some two fabric like markers. And I was like, well, I think I have all the components. Now I don't need to wait, right? So I decided to pick this up. So let's open it up actually. Hold on. So got it off. Let's see. It's a 20 piece, 20 millimeters each. So they're pretty small. They're not that large. I mean, for all these to fit in this, it's obviously not that large. Oh, can I get it? Is it stuck still? Let me see. Ah, there we go. Okay, let's pull up. So this is what it looks like. Right, so they're pretty small. So you're not going to make like dozens upon dozens of things with this. So this is what it looks like. This is a pretty good size if you want to just get started to see if you like the colors, if you like this stuff. Okay, so if you open it up, it's like right there exposed to the color. So got your white, titanium white. I actually did a poem where I referenced titanium white. It's like a neon pink. Probably won't use that. I'm not a neon kind of person. So this row looks like it's the neons and metallics. Okay. We got just regular lamp black. So you'll be able to, I think, this one's harder to get open. Okay. You'll probably get a good like few shirts if you're, depending on what kind of design you're doing. I'm experimenting with like bandanas and stuff. So I just, bandanas and some of that fabric that I'm gonna show you. So yeah, these are pretty nice. So you don't get that much per color, but the theory would be, I don't think you would be using too much paint per item, right? You're not using this to make a painting, so to speak. So you probably don't need that much. Anyway, this is what it looks like. And then it'll tell you like the directions somewhere, where the directions back here. Right, so these are the directions. The cool thing is, where is it? You can go, I can create, and I guess you can look up these different lessons. These different lessons on here, and you can see how to kind of use them and little tips and tricks. So I guess look up I Can Create on like YouTube or something like that, and see if they're using these Monty fabric paints, and then kind of get some tips and tricks on how to use them. So that's that. The last thing I got that I'm going to show, I got this like tape measure. It's going to help, measure stuff. The last thing I got was this denim from Joann Fabrics. So I got a half a yard, and I decided to get a half a yard because I wanted to experiment. I'm not interested in it being precise as far as the cutting, so it's not make or break for me. What I intended initially was to paint like I would paint a canvas, right? So this isn't the one that I had in mind. It would be a very thick one because I got outdoor canvas for my acrylics, and I decided was like, well, let me change it up. Let me see if I want to paint like on like really hardy fabrics. Like, how does that change the painting, right? How does that change the painting if I use like a fabric that has flowers on it and it's an outdoor canvas thing? Can I use that? Can I clear gesso it and paint over it? Can I gesso it in general and paint? And how is it going to look if I keep the border, stuff like that. Like, these are ideas that I have. The other idea that I had was to paint cloth and sell it as like tarot cloth. So if you don't know, I'm a tarot reader. Shout out to you, girl. You follow from the tarot channel. You know who you are. And so I decided I was going to see if I wanted to convert this into like little tarot cloths, right? So maybe like the size, like, let's see, maybe not necessarily as big as the cloth that's on here, maybe like half of that or something like that, and then see roughly this size. So this would be like, maybe, what is this, 14 by 14 by 12, something like that, and see if I liked painting it like that. And then those would be original things I could sell at markets, because I love going to markets and reading tarot for people. It's just one of those things. But I also wanted to have other things that showed my creativity and are still kind of on brand, so to speak, of the things that I'm interested in. So I decided to get this, and I'll be painting it. I have some bandanas, some clear bandanas, not clear, but white bandanas that I'll be using paint on. And, maybe in the future, if I get into embroidery or something like that, then I'll make those things. I'm interested in this thing. It is related to African spirituality. It's very hard to describe, but it's like a board. You know how like those ancient societies, you try to figure out, that's the theme of something I want to have an exhibition on. Those ancient societies where like they have games or they have things, and you're like, what does this mean? Like, what were the rules of this game? What was the rules of this ancient like Mesopotamian game? Like, you only see like the fragments of it. And so I've been ruminating on that, but that's like a larger exhibition, kind of curatorial exploration. So that'll take like a while. And since I'm an MFA student, I like to write as well. So I want to write poetry related to that. But this is what I have for you guys. These are all the things that I picked up related to the art. How has your art been coming? Are you making things? Are you stalling? What's going on? Let's talk about it. I will talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching as always. And I'm out.